Yo, what's poppin'? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So this is another Motivational Monday audio, and this one I'm titling it, You Will Never Be Comfortable Living a Lie. Now, it's about like 3:45 in the morning as I'm recording this. I just got in from a night out. And, I've been going out like crazy for the past like 2 or 3 months, just, going heavy. Just, being out there, being social and everything. And what I'm starting to notice, and, I've noticed this over the years, but like I just really started to see like a pattern since I've just been out and just conversing with people and, going back and forth with people, is that, there's so many people out there and it kind of makes me sad because I came home tonight and I was feeling really sad. You understand? I was feeling really down. And the reason why I was feeling down was because, I started to notice and realize that there's so many people living a lie and they are miserable and they're uncomfortable with their lives because they're not being honest with themselves. And I could feel this negative fake ass energy when I'm outside, when I'm talking to these people, and it's disgusting. Like I really I lost my appetite. I didn't even eat all day. I was like hungry, and then I didn't even want to eat anymore. I was like, I can't deal with people being so fake and living a lie. And the thing is, people are afraid to be honest because they're afraid that people won't like the real them. So then people start to pretend to be who they're not. They start to act funny. They start to, put on a show because, they think just being honest with who they are and just being an honest person, they think that, people are not going to like who they really are. They actually think they're not going to be accepted. So people put on this show and, to try to get acceptance because they're scared to actually be themselves. So, I'm out here and I'm talking to these people and I'm talking to, certain girls and I'm talking to dudes and we just, talking and everything. And it's like, I'm out here just saying stuff and being myself and being who I am, saying what I feel like saying, talking about what I want to talk about. And a lot of times when I ask people questions or when I'm talking to people, it's, and they're trying to respond to certain things. It seems like they're looking around at everybody else to see if it's okay to express themselves or to say certain things. They're looking around to get the cosign from everybody else that what they're saying is appropriate or what they're doing is appropriate or how they're being is okay. And it's just like, come on, man. Do you know tonight, a woman that I saw tonight, who I saw the day before, who I saw yesterday night, she came up to me, or we were talking, and she apologized to me for wearing the same shit she wore yesterday. Oh my goodness. Because she was like, oh, I had to go to work and then I came straight here and I'm so sorry that you saw me yesterday in the same thing I'm wearing today. And it's like do you really care that much or are you saying that because you think I'm judging you? You think that, it's something wrong with you for doing that. And why do you think there's something wrong with you for wearing the same shit you wore yesterday? Why do you care that I care? You know what I mean? Like, and do you even care? Or are you just telling me this because you don't want me to look at you in a certain way? Maybe you wanted to wear the same shit, or maybe you actually didn't feel a certain way about wearing it. But now that you feel that I saw you, now you want to say something. It's just like, like who the fuck cares about this stuff, man? Right? So, a lot of times people are so concerned about all these different things because of how other people are going to think about them, how other people are going to see them, how other people are going to feel about them. And it causes people to not be themselves because they're scared to say, well, if I say this or if I express myself this way or if I give this opinion or if I do this, then this person might not like me. This person might look at me a certain way. This person might not, think I'm a good person. So I'm going to do and say and act and pretend and put on the show or do something to make sure that, hopefully this person or these people will accept me and think I'm cool or think I'm awesome or whatever. But when people do that, it's just a whole bunch of fucking fakeness. You understand? And it's like, I'm not even making fun of this girl or whatever, because she was cool and all of that. But it's just like, what makes a person feel that the need to have to say that? You understand what I'm saying? And, just in general, what I noticed going out and talking to people is that, a lot of times people who are fake, because I can spot when people are fake, right? People who are fake, they get upset when the truth is told because they're scared that they're going to be found out, that they're going to be exposed for the fake that they are. You understand? So, when I'm out there talking to people and I say exactly what's on my mind and I say real shit. I'm saying like what's really going on. Do you understand? And like, so I'm in a conversation with this dude and some other chick. And I guess the dude was, trying to holler at her or whatever. And so I'm telling the girl, I'm like, we're talking about relationships, and I'm telling her that, a lot of times guys will do A, B, and C and this and that because they just want to get in your pants. You know what I mean? And I'm like, guys aren't really going to do D, E, and F and all this other stuff. And then so the guy, I guess, who was trying to holler at the girl, you understand? I think he was on some fake shit, because all the stuff that I was saying that dudes do to pretend or act like they like you or whatever it is, it seemed like he was doing that. So when I was telling this girl this, he started to say, nah, guys don't do that. Guys don't do this. If a guy really cares about a girl, he's going to wait and he's going to make this happen. And so he's talking all of this simp bullshit that I know he doesn't believe. But he's saying that because he probably was feeding that to her before I got into the conversation. And he doesn't want to be found out that he's bullshitting. And now I'm not there to step on the dude's toes, but all I'm saying is that, I'm here just being fucking real. And because you don't want to be found out as a fake, you're trying to suppress the truth. Do you understand? And I'm just sitting there looking like, what is this? Like, why am I even out here? You understand? Like people, I've been in so many conversations where people get extremely upset at me for telling the truth. And they get frustrated. And the reason why is because deep down, they know they're living a lie. But what happens is that people are living a lie for so long that they start to identify with the lie. And they make the lie become their identity. So that when they hear the truth, or the truth is put out there, they don't want to hear it, and they're scared and they're frustrated about hearing it because, basically it's like you're attacking this false identity that they have. You understand? So like, let's say, for example, if a woman might say, oh, all men are dogs, and, the reason why I don't have a man is because, men just want sex and that's all they want. Right? And the thing is, she knows that's bullshit, because she knows that, she is the type of person who has an attitude problem. She knows that she's difficult to get along with. And I'm just, throwing this out there, like there's a woman like that saying the reason why she doesn't have a man is because of the fact that men are dogs. But she doesn't want to own up to the truth that the reason why she doesn't have a man is because she might act like a bitch sometime, or she has an attitude problem, or whatever it is that's keeping these guys away from her. You understand? And in rare cases, some people don't realize that they're living a lie. But most of the time, people know that they're bullshitting, and they know they're bullshitting themselves. And instead of, getting to the truth, people just want you to co-sign their lies. They want you to make them feel good within their lie, because they don't want to, face the truth. And this, it just gets me sick. And the reason why I was so sad to come home tonight, because I'm thinking of all these days I'm going out and I'm seeing, all this happening, like guys talking to girls, and they're like, "Hey, what's up, girl? What's your sign? And what do you do for a living?" And it's like, nigga, you don't give a fuck about what this girl do for a living. You just want to hit it. So listen, how about you get to the point and tell this girl you're feeling her, or you know what I'm saying? Like, let's get to the fucking point. You understand? I'm out here seeing these girls fronting and acting like, oh, I'm not that type of girl. I don't do that type of stuff, and blah, 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 and all this other stuff. Or, pretending that they're into a guy, but all they really want is the guy's attention. You understand? Like, stop lying. And then people wonder why they never get what they want. People wonder why it's hard to get things going or achieve their goals or attract this, the type of people that they want, is because you're living a goddamn lie. And you're never going to be comfortable living a lie, because you're always scared about the fact that you are going to be found out as a fucking fake motherfucker. You're scared that people are going to pull your card one day. So, people are scared to be honest, because a lot of times when you're honest, the responsibility goes, further on you to get what you want. So, for example, that lady who's complaining and talking about men are dogs, it's her responsibility to be a better woman to attract the type of man she wants. Right? But instead of doing that, she would rather everybody co-sign, oh, well, yeah, it's just all men are dogs. Yeah, that's right, girl. All men are dogs. They don't, these men ain't shit and all this other stuff. Just co-signing the lies, just putting, little bows and ties on the lies, and passing that off as truth, when we all know it's bullshit. You understand? Like, people are out here, talking, saying these things, saying things they don't really mean, laughing at jokes that aren't funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? And it's like, you how are you comfortable living that way? And the thing is, people don't want to hear the truth and take responsibility for what that means. Or, because sometimes when the truth is out, it might be like, well, since the truth is here and this is what the truth is, that means you have to do something different than what you've been doing. And most people don't want to do that. They're scared to put in that effort to, make things go the way they want to go and really attract what they want to attract. Instead, they rather just lie. They be like, you know what, girl? I got mad money in the bank. I'm balling. Check out my chains. I'm buying these bottles. You understand? And then you want the chick to think you're rich, so she give you some ass. But you ain't got no fucking money. You're a liar. You're fake. And you're scared that you're going to be found out. So the best course of action, really, for you to actually live better and to be comfortable within yourself, is just be fucking honest. Try it. I understand it's going to take time because you've been lying to yourself all your life. Be motherfucking honest. And things will happen for you. You'll be more comfortable, because you won't be living a lie, and you won't be scared of being found out. And then you'll just be doing your thing, and it is what it is. See, anybody could say anything about me to anybody, and it's cool, because I don't give a fuck. Why? Because I stand by what I'm doing, and I everything that I'm saying and doing is me. So you can't, surprise me with anything. Everything, it is what it is, because I'm doing it and I'm being honest with it. You understand? So start being honest. Stop being fake. Stop living a lie. And that's all I got to say for that, man.